Welcome to my class of civic education. With me here, I have come with a question, examination question for that matter, and a topic called governance in civic education. Okay, uh, the first question is there written. Now, before I actually come to the question that I've prepared for you, I would like actually to let you know that. Me being your teacher, I'm here to give you the skill on how you can answer examination questions. Okay, so now let's move together and see how we are going to answer these particular questions. And like what I'm going to do is what exactly you are expected to do during your exam. So, question number 1A, state any two characteristics of civil societies in government issues. Okay, so the first thing that you are supposed to understand there is the civil societies. So, when they say civil societies, what type of organization is that? Okay, because it's very important whenever you are given a question, like I always say, you understand the question first. That's when you can be able to answer that question accordingly. So, civil society, this is just the non-governmental organization in general, okay, NGOs. So they call civil societies. Now, we want to see the characteristics of this same civil society in government issues or governance issues. Okay, so the first point there, that's the way you're supposed to answer. In point form, you say the first point, not profit making. So civil organizations or civil societies, they are not there to make profit in whatever they do. Okay, they do things in the interest of people. Then two, draw support from well-wishers such as donors. So them, where they get funds from is any well-wishers. Okay, they have even given us the example of who? Donors. Donors, these are actually countries, organizations from different countries of our world who actually give support to certain institutions. So this is where they draw support from in terms of funds and the like. Okay. Then bullet three, shapes on nature of needs and interests. So them they shape on nature, okay, of needs and interest. That is why the reason I did mention in my first place that the civil societies, they do things in the interest of people. Okay, they don't want people to be exploited by the government or by anyone who is in power. Okay, then another point, works within specific environment. They work within a specific what environment. So they target. We need to make sure that maybe the human rights is maintained. That is a specific what environment. They will say, okay, want to make sure that education flow in the way it is supposed to be. So that is specific what environment. Then draws membership from formal and informal organizations. So membership, they have no limit. They draw from formal and the informal organizations. Then that all those that I've mentioned or rather listed, they are the characteristics of all civil societies in governance issues. Then B, mention any two roles played by civil societies in government issues. Now I want to look at the roles which the civil societies play. So the first one, defend the ideals of democracy. They are there to defend the ideals of democracy. In case there is someone who wants to tamper with the democracy, they will come in and defend it. Okay, then to carry out civic education activities. They also carry out civic education activities. Then the other point, influence public opinion in favor of specific objectives. Okay, so they are there actually to influence public opinions so that the particular objectives is achieved. Okay, that is their role, that is their job. Then the other point, discuss bills and influence amendments of the legislature. They also discuss bills, so they become part of the bill, okay, of, and also amendments of what? Legislature. The other point, the other role, they act as agent of democratic change. They act as agents of democratic change. Then the other one, defend and promote human rights and rule of law. So they are there to defend and promote human rights. Okay. They have to make sure, they usually make sure that the rule of law is accordingly followed. Then we go to question number C, under question 1. Identify any one civil organization that promotes and protects human rights. So now let's talk about the civil organization, also the civil societies that promote human rights. So the first one is Forum for Africa Women Educationists of Zambia. That is FAWEZA in abbreviation. Okay, FAWEZA. So FAWEZA, that is Forum for Africa Women Educationists of Zambia. Okay, so this is one of the civil organizations that support or promote the rights of women. Okay, that is one of them. Then the other one is National Women's Law Group, NWLG. Okay, National Women's Law Group. They also protect and promote the women's rights. Okay, then that is it, Swazi. Okay, that not Swazi but NWLG. Then the other one is Swazi, which is standing for Society for Women Against AIDS in Zambia. Society for Women Against AIDS in Zambia. These are some of the civil organizations that promote and protect women's rights. Then the other one is Women for Change, WFC, Women for Change. Then the other one also, we have Women in Development, WID, Women in Development. Then Young Women's Christian Association, 1WCA. All these are civil organizations that promote and protect women's rights. Then we go to another question, which is question D. How does the cultural aspect hinder women from effective participating in governance? Okay, the cultural aspect, how does it hinder women from participating, okay, effectively in governance? Okay, so now here you go. The way you are supposed to answer this question, you say the cultural setup of Zambia society encourages women to be subordinate, okay, and submissive to men. And as a result, because of that aspect, which is found in culture, it is preventing women's. Everybody now has believed that women's cannot be good leaders because theirs is just to submit to men as well as to become subordinate. Okay, so that one really hinders women's from participating in democratic governance effectively. Okay, this leads to most people believing that, like I said earlier. Okay, then question E, why is citizen participation necessary? Suggest one reason. Why is it that citizens should participate in governance? Why is it necessary? Okay, so citizen participation in governance is necessary in order to promote the rule of law. So it is citizens' participation that promote the rule of law. One, it's very, very important because of that. Then promote and protect human rights and encourage citizen participation in the electoral process of their country. Okay, therefore, this becomes very necessary for a citizen to participate in governance. Okay, thank you so very much for your attention. I am actually encouraging you not to forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Pedagogy Academy, and also follow me on my Facebook page, Mr. A Plus, as well as on TikTok with the same name. Thank you for now.